Leo, born July 23rd to August 22nd, what can you expect for the month of February 2017? Let's tune in and find out. Okay, wow, Leos. So there's some intense energy this month, and some of it's good, and some of it's shocking. So part of it is that we have some eclipses this month, and there's a solar eclipse, a new moon, and a full moon rather in Leo on February 10th. And this is a lunar eclipse. It's beginnings and endings. And sometimes these can be really emotional as they bring up things that we're not really aware of. Sometimes it means that we can discover something about somebody close to us that we didn't know, or we could hear about something that somebody thinks about us that we weren't aware of, and that can be a punch in the gut, right? It could be that maybe your superior doesn't like your attitude and you had no idea and you're put on notice, right? It could be that the person you're dating suddenly has gotten cold feet and completely changed their mind, and it's like, what? Right? It's something sudden and shocking, and but here's the thing with eclipses: they're never final, right? It's information. So sometimes that just means, oh, these are things that aren't ending but can be worked through. Maybe that can be worked through, or it could be that, you know what, that you find out that this person that you were with or you were going to go into business with had committed fraud, and now your business license, you can't get one because they've committed fraud. Well, in some ways that's a silver lining, because you don't want to be in business with somebody who's committed fraud, right? So even though there's a devastation to it, it's like, thank God. So it's kind of that kind of like, oh, tumultuous energy that can really upend somebody. But the good news is that eclipses are really designed to move us forward. It's like, it's like crossing a drawbridge, and when you get to the other side, the bridge comes up and it's broken and you can never go back, right? So it's kind of like, whatever this is, you can't go back. It's only moving forward, and it's moving forward for the better. So there's a lot of energy that's coming in, Leo, to transform you, to lift you up, and to let you get everything that you want in your life. So if it's a relationship issue that's not working out, so be it. There's somebody better for you, right? So who knows what area of your chart or what area this little eclipse is gonna happen in. And sometimes some eclipses are more intense than others. This one does not feel as intense. This one feels like it's more like a beginning and an opportunity, right? Well, actually, yours is actually an ending, because it's the full moon in Leo on February 10th. And it's a lunar eclipse, which has the beginnings and endings. And they tend to be a little more emotional. Because they're more emotional, they have us realize the passage of time. They have us become a little more sentimental. A lot of times, a female can be eclipsed out of your life, like a grandmother. You can hear about a grandmother passing, or an illness with a mother, or a sister, or a good friend. But there's also good news too. It could be like the birth of a new baby coming into your life, right? Or into your friend's life, and now she just doesn't have as much time to spend with you. Or your best friend gets married, and because she's married now, she doesn't have as much time with you. So she's sort of eclipsing out of your life. So there's many happy occasions. Maybe your boss gets transferred and now you get a promotion, right? So there's a lot of ways that females can be eclipsed out of your life. The other thing is the full moon in Leo is a fire sign. So if you also have a fire sign as a rising, like Aries or a Sag, or a moon sign of an Aries, Leo, or Sag, the intensity goes up. And let's say you're a Leo, and then you also have a Sag moon or an Aries rising, right, or vice versa. Then the intensity of this could be more intense for you. It means more energy is coming at you, more changes, more evolution. Or if you're not a Leo at all and you just have a rising sign in Aries or Sag, or a moon sign in Aries or Sag, the same would hold true for you. Now, also with the eclipses, it's 30 days before or 30 days after, where you'll see these turning of events, or this truth information that comes out. Another thing is, you generally don't want to you don't want to be too busy around an eclipse. So February 10th and February 26th, you want to keep those dates a little lighter or freer around that time on either side of the eclipse, so you have the ability to compose yourself and deal with whatever shows up. All right, so now let's look at relationships for Leos, romantic relationships. For those of you that are in a committed romantic relationship, what can you expect for the month of February? Let's find out. Okay, so here's the good news. Some of you could be getting engaged this month, right? So like I said, there's a new beginning. So some of you could actually get engaged. We have Valentine's Day, February 14th. So for some of you, that means a whole new relationship. It's a new beginning. You're moving from single committed love and taking it to the next level of we're getting married. For some of you, it could be like, you know what, we're decided we're moving in together, right? Some of you, it could be just like, we're decided we're going to live in the same city, so I'm just moving there. So there's a lot of things that just taking your relationship to the next level. So I see a lot of you that are romantically involved get a renewed closeness and excitement and a new beginning. It could be the two of you decide to work together. It could be the two of you start a business together. There's a lot of ways that you can start with your current partner, a new beginning. It could be that you decide to have children, or you find out you're newly pregnant. There's a lot of new beginnings, right, that are happening for those of you who are committed. See anything else in February for those of you in a romantic relationship? Oh, I mean, it feels it feels good. Now, for some of you, you may hear about a truth about your partner. You may discover they're cheating. You may discover they want a divorce. You may find out that they're not for you, right? You may see a behavior in them that you've never seen before. You may discover an addiction that they might have, or it's never pretty, right? When we reveal a truth, when a truth is revealed. So it's kind of, if this happens in your relationship, it tends to be one extreme or the other, right? The good news is that, you know what, this is information that you need so that you don't have to suffer down the road, right? So you can deal with it now. All right, let's look at those of you who are interested in finding love. What can you expect this month? I think some of you who are interested in creating romance this month, it's really about settling into your own skin, being comfortable with yourself, being happy with yourself. And in doing that, you're able to see a clear path to somebody that maybe you hadn't expected that shows up. And maybe it's just the fact that maybe you hadn't expected to find love and it finds you. So there's a very clear path that opens up for love this month if you're desiring it, if you want it, Leo. Okay? All right, so Leo, let's look now at your money for the month of February, what you can expect. So for some of you, I see the money is hanging right in front of you, but you can you're looking everywhere, but you're maybe I should do this or maybe I should do that. And instead the money is right here. Like all you have to do is take a step forward and grab it. And so it just means focus. It means focus in on doing something, or focus in on your business and taking it to the next level, or focus in on your job and do more. And if you do, I feel like there's going to be money that's generated from your career, from your actions. I also see a lot of waste around you, meaning there's a lot of money that you can just pick up. Things that you hadn't thought about, like, well, I could do this and I could do that part-time and I could try this over here. And there's just more money for you to get, for you to pick up this month, whether that's a job or whether it's taking care of your own business in a new way, being proactive, showing up on time. I just feel like it's about putting and focusing your energy in your business or in your career path or a career path. For those of you who don't have a job, I think it's just about moving forward and grabbing it. And I definitely feel like the universe is going to help you get a job this month if you don't have one. Okay, let's look at your health for Leos. Some of you are dealing with reproductive things, reproductive issues, and I do feel like that's going to be cleared up. I do feel like you're going to get what you need. whether it's, hormones or a healthy diet, or you have something that's blocking, like endometriosis or something like that. I feel like it gets cleaned up. I feel like the remedies are there for you, especially around having children or wanting to bear children. Now, some of you may have just got kicked in the gut around this issue, and maybe just found out in the last couple of weeks that you can't have children, and you're dealing with that. And there's a lot of grief there, right? The good news is that this is gonna transform you, and it's gonna bring a peace about you. It's information you need to know, and if you want children in your life, you'll have children in your life, right? There'll be ways for you to be able to have that. Now, whether that means you can still use your eggs, or your sperm, or your partner has found, a way for you to adopt, right? Or it could be that maybe you're single and you just discovered this news and it's devastating. Just know that whatever there, you can handle this. You can get through this. There's a support system around you to lift you up, to elevate you, and to move you forward. So if that's what's going on for you, Leo, don't let it get you down. Just know that this is one step along the way, because eclipses are like little pearls on a necklace, and they last, they come in pairs, and so it's the direct opposite sign of Leo, right? So 6 months on the other side of Leo, I'm not even thinking. Like the one in the new moon in Pisces, it's Pisces and Virgo, right? So Pisces and Virgo are the two paired. So the opposite sign of Leo's, those two are the ones that are getting this full moon energy. So just know that there's a support system, and these are like pearls on the necklace. They happen to every sign. It usually takes about 18 to 24 months to have 6 eclipses in your sign. And once you get done with that series of 6, they don't come around for another 7 or 8 years. And I'm not quite sure where we're at in the Leo eclipses, but I know that the solar eclipse, the new moon in Pisces that's happening February 26th, that is the last eclipse in that series of 6. So they won't be dealing, Pisces and Virgos won't be dealing with any more eclipses for 7 or 8 years after this next eclipse, February 26th. Okay, so back to the full moon. This is something that is very emotional. Some of you have already gone through it. Like I said, it can happen 30 days before or 30 days after this full moon in Leo on February 10th. It could be that, it brings up sentimental things and emotional things, right? Now, let's moving forward. We have a solar eclipse in the new moon in Pisces on February 26th. This is bright new beginnings and opportunities. And again, now this one is in any water signs. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, if you have a rising or a moon, can affect you as well. And the same for the full moon in Leo, which is the fire signs. If you're a Leo, or if you're Aries, Leo, or Sag, rising or moon, that can also affect you. Okay, so now with the new moon in Pisces, this is new beginning opportunities. There's, let me see specifically for Leo. This can be about work. It definitely feels like there could be a new promotion, new job, new career. Some of you could be finding yourself travel this month. There could be a sudden opportunity for you to get a contract and travel overseas. There could be suddenly a new ways in which you can find yourself doing work. Some of you are taking it on the chin, like I feel like punched in the chin, right? Like taking it on the chin. In other words, you're just being beat up a little bit by somebody around you. If that's the case, just remember, there's an upside that's going to come after this. There's a silver lining always with the eclipses, so keep that in mind. But I feel like some of you have really had to toughen it up, you Leos out there. All right, so let's see if there's anything new or anything in your health for Leos that we didn't talk. Oh, that's what got us on this subject, was the reproduction. Okay, so anything else for Leos that they need to be aware of for this month? Yeah, the good news is, Leo, you're highly creative, highly smart, and very sensible. Like there's a sensible side to you, very practical and sensible. And so whatever happens, I see you like making lemonade out of lemons, right? Like just paper mache. Like you know how to just create something beautiful and perfect. So I am so not worried about you. Whatever sort of shock or jolt comes into you this month, you can handle it. And for some of you, it won't be that intense, but for a lot of you, it's going to be. So just know that you can handle it. You can take it, and you can take it on the chin and still stand, and that's a good thing. And just know that there is something really great happening with this too, uh, because this can be a new job. Like some of you can be offered a really exciting new job with money, car, travel. So it's just know that the eclipses can bring great things into your life. This new moon in Pisces, February 26th, right now, can really be a new beginning for you, and something great fall in your lap and you're off and running. So this is a great thing. Okay, so Leos, have a terrific month. I'm excited for you. I know it may be a little intense for some of you, but just know that there's a lot of good energy coming in. And like I said, there's so many positive things for so many of you guys that are really going to end up on the right side of things. And if you're one of those Leos where it's been a bummer, just know that there's an upside to it. All right, Leos, if you like my intuitive astrology, please click like, please comment below, share it with your friends, and have a terrific month. And I'll see you again next month.